Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss an operating system subject topic virtual machine. What is the basic virtual machine concepts? How different operating system can be worked on a single platform or we can say that on a single operating system. It creates virtual theory or virtual adjustment to run parallelly multiple operating system on a single platform. What are the different approaches to the virtualization? How memory management, input output management works for this virtual machine, and what are the different examples to succeed this concept about virtualization and virtual machine with the different approaches such as Java Virtual Machine, .NET Framework, CLSI, SIR, and different Android application which can run on a different single operating system. So both all these we are going to see one by one. So let's start with virtual machines. Virtualization technology enables a single PC or server to simultaneously run multiple operating system or multiple sessions of a single OS. So basically virtualization is a single PC or server on which multiple OS can run parallelly. A machine with virtualization software can host numerous applications. Suppose we are having a single system with an operating system on which if we are having a virtualization software, then multiple hosts can run on those single platform, including those that run on different operating systems on a single platform. The host operating system can support a number of virtual machines, each of which has the characteristics of particular OS. Though they are running parallelly, they can provide characteristics of OS on which they are running. The solution that enables virtualization is a virtual machine monitor or hypervisor. So basically all these thing can be done or can enables to support such concept. Virtualization is a virtual machine monitor or hypervisor. Here you can see the basic virtual machine concept. Here single hardware for a simple main host system is shared. In above layer there is a virtual machine manager. So different application and processes can run on a different virtual machines. So here you can see that virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2, virtual machine n, which can be handled by virtual machine manager, which is running on host operating system, which access the resources of host operating system. So basically we can see here that hardware is shared among these virtual machines by the virtual machine manager, VMM. Now how virtual machine can be consolidated? Here different physical servers are given. Those physical servers are consolidated on virtualization host, which is known as VM, virtual machine. Now what are the approaches to virtualization? A virtual machine is a software construct that mimics the characteristics of physical server. It is configured with some number of processors, some amount of RAM, storage resources, and connectivity through the network ports. Once the VM is created, it can be powered on like a physical server. loaded with an operating system and software solutions and utilized in the manner of a physical server. Unlike a physical server, this virtual server only sees the resources it has been configured with, not all of the resources of the physical host itself. The hypervisor facilitates the translation and input output from the virtual machine to the physical server devices and back again to the correct virtual machine. So basically, virtual machine software construct that mimics the all the characteristics of physical server, which is configured with some number of processors, some amount of RAM, storage resources. Once the VM is created for that host system, it is loaded in a physical server with an operating system and software solution. Unlike the physical server, this virtual server only sees the resources it has been configured with. The hypervisor facilitates the translation and I/O from the virtual machine. Now, what are the different virtual machine files? Virtual machines are made up of files. First is configuration file, describes the attributes of the virtual machine. It contains the server definition, how many virtual processors are allocated to this virtual machine, how much RAM is allocated, which input output devices the VM has access to, and how many network interface cards are in the virtual server, and more. It also describes the storage that the VM can access. When a virtual machine is powered on or instantiated, additional files are created for logging, for memory paging and other functions. Since VMs are already files, copying them produces not only a backup of data but also a copy of the entire server, including the operating system applications and the hardware configuration itself. So here you can see that type 1 virtual machine manager, type 2 virtual machine manager. In this type 1 virtual machine manager, shared hardware is there, virtual machine monitor, two virtual machines are there, one OS 1 and OS 2 are there. In type 2 virtual machine 2, virtual machine 1, virtual machine monitor, but rather than directly access the hardware, first it should be accessed with the host operating system, then it can able to share the hardware. This is the basic difference. So this figure indicates type 1 and type 2 virtual machine monitors. Now, what is para-virtualization? A software-assisted virtualization technique that uses specialized APIs to link virtual machines with the hypervisor to optimize their performance. So whatever software we are installing in a particular host operating system, it uses the specialized APIs to link virtual machine with the hypervisor to optimize their performance. The operating system in the virtual machine, Linux or Microsoft Windows, has specialized para-virtualization support as part of the kernel, as well as specific para-virtualization driver that allows the OS and hypervisor to work together more efficiently with the overhead of the hypervisor translations. Now, support has been offered as part of many of the general distributions since 2008. Now, what are the different processor issues? In a virtual environment, there are two main strategies for providing processor resources. First, emulate a chip as software and provide access to that resources. For example, for this method are QEMU and the Android emulator in the Android SDK. Now, second technique for providing processor resources, provide segments of processing time on the physical processors of the virtualization host to the virtual processors of the virtual machines hosted on the physical server. This is how most of the virtualization hypervisors offer processor resources to their guests. So there are two techniques for in virtual environment. for providing processor resources. First, emulate a chip as software and provide access and provide segment of processing time on the physical processors. Now, how processor will be allocated? When applications are migrated to virtual environments, the number of virtual processors allocated to their virtual machines need to be determined. The number of processors a server has is one of the more important metrics when sizing a server. Moore's law provides processors that would be 4 times faster than those on the original physical server. If the consolidation estimate utility cannot be run, there are a number of good practices in place. There are tools available that will monitor resources, processor, memory, network, and storage I/O usage on the physical server and then make recommendation for the optimum virtual machine sizing. One basic rule during VM creation is to begin with one vCPUs and monitor the application's performance. Another good practice is not to over allocate the number of vCPUs in a virtual machine. Now, what is Ring-O? A native operating systems manage hardware by acting as the intermediary between application code requests and the hardware. One key function of the operating system is to help prevent malicious or accidental system calls from disrupting the applications or the operating system itself. Protection ring describes level of access or privileges inside of a computer system, and many operating system and processor architectures take advantage of this security model. The most trusted layer is often called ring 0 and is where the operating system kernel works can interact directly with the hardware. Hypervisors runs in ring 0 controlling hardware access for the virtual machines they host. So basically ring-O structure can be used to provide security to protect the kernel, and hypervisor basically resides on a ring 0 to controlling hardware access for the virtual machines they host. So in this video we discuss about basic concept of virtual machine, what are the different types, type 1 and type 2 VMMs, how different host system house on a single platform or a single host system can share different resources towards the parallel running operating system, what is para virtualization, what is Ring-O, what are the different approaches to the particular virtualization. Now in next video we are able to see what are the different techniques to provide IO management in virtualization, memory management, and what are the different example of these virtual machines. Thank you.